So Abhishek, how are you?
Good morning, sir. I'm good, sir.
Okay, so what have you been doing throughout this lockdown?
Sir, since I'm a working professional, so my company came under Essential Services Act. So I used to commute to my office. So my office provided me a traveling pass. Utilizing that, I used to go to my office in the lockdown also. Apart from that, sir, I'm also part of a NGO that is Robin Hood Army. So with them, I provided meals to the people who are not that much sufficient to own the meals during the lockdown period. And we have seen how much lockdown has created impact on the lives of poor people and the common people. Apart
Oh,
from that,
that's commendable. You are doing a great job.
thank you, sir.
Okay, and apart from that, anything apart from your work and Robin Hood Army, anything else you are doing?
So, like then spending time with my family, friends. So, like in the lockdown, we were not able to meet, but in the night, whenever we got time, we used to have a meeting on Google Meet, and we used to know how they are doing,
Oh,
what
that's
activity.
fantastic. That's great. So Abhishek, what do you think? Could we stop this COVID-19 way back in 2020 from coming to India? What do you think? What is your view on this?
So, at that time, if you go by the WHO report, WHO didn't specify that the COVID-19 spreads with people to people contact. Had they been
Okay.
did that, we would have definitely stopped the flights. But when it was officially announced that it spreads from people to people, we immediately went into the lockdown. We immediately stopped the traveling. We immediately stopped people from commuting with meeting with each other. We came. We
But if we see in 2019 December itself, we had seen reports coming from China that it's spreading from people to people. So we should have done something. What do you think?
Sir, I think sir, the government doesn't go by the reports. It go by the law-abiding the authorities of the world. For example, WHO is the prime organization which can guide the countries to take measures. So if you go by the
Okay.
WHO report, so as I told you, the reason was same that government didn't went into the lockdown at that period. Now, once the report was clear that now it
So
is
is it the failure of our government or it's the failure of WHO because of which we, facing one of the biggest pandemic in country?
sir, I don't think so. It's the failure of anyone. I think it's the study that took time. Had the reports or had the studies been done earlier, or the reports would have come at much faster rate, it would have been easier to control the pandemic. By the time we came into lockdown, a lot of harm has been already done, and then it continuously spread in the coming time.
So how long do you think this pandemic is going to exist?
So I think now it has become the part of our life. So I don't
Okay.
see it going down anytime soon. Now we need to understand that
Okay.
it is a pandemic which will be a part of life. If we follow these COVID-19 norms, that is social distancing, using N95 masks, using hand sanitizers, avoiding the public gatherings
Mm-hmm.
more
Mm-hmm.
frequently. So I think, sir, in that
Okay.
manner we can reduce it, but I don't think it will completely eliminate from our life, because the doctors have also said that just like any other disease, for example, typhoid, cholera, jaundice, they are prevalent in our society. COVID-19 will also be such a disease.
Right.
Now we need to take measure our actions that what we can do to fight it. So I don't think, sir, it is going to over in time soon.
But if we see this diseases like cholera, typhoid, jaundice, this is not, hampering any of our social activities. So what do you think if it continues for a long period of time? Can we stay in our home like in the lockdown condition, avoid gathering or meeting people? So won't it, disrupt the social happenings after this? Or what about the generations who are born after this pandemic and who have seen everyone in the lockdown? So their social life will be zero. What is your view on this?
So when I said that, where, like for example, the third wave is going on, so but if you see before that, the cases
Mm-hmm.
reduced to 5 to 6,000 per day, even less than that also.
Mm-hmm.
So the reason was people were
Mm-hmm.
applying these norms of proper norms, like wearing the masks, using sanitizers, getting COVID-19 vaccine doses. So sir, if we go
Okay.
by these things, if we keep applying these things in our life, I don't think we need to avoid the social gatherings. But sir, we need to
Okay.
follow the COVID-19 norms, which are very strict. For example, N95 mask. Now there is a report, sir,
Okay.
that says that if two people are wearing N95 masks and they are together, so if any one of them is
Mm-hmm.
infected with the COVID-19 virus, Then also the
Mhm.
COVID-19 virus will take something around 25 hours to spread from one people to another. By that time,
Okay.
both the people will get separated, sir. So I don't think there will be any chance of getting contaminated with the virus. So we need to follow this mask
Okay.
thing very.
So that means if we keep wearing mask and we maintain social distancing, even if a person is having COVID, it won't spread easily, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, that's fantastic. So Abhishek, now I would be interested in knowing about your education. Like you can, start with class 10th to the working up to the highest level of education that you have achieved. You can tell me about the various grades that you have got, any outstanding achievement, and also tell me about the favorite subject that you had throughout your life. Let's say in your schooling or after that college. So whatever was your favorite subject and why. And also tell me about those subjects which you did not like to study so much or you were not interested in those subjects. Also tell me about the teachers that you like the best and why so. And also the teachers who did not impress you much throughout your schooling for whatever reason it may be. You can specify that. And then Abhishek, I would also like to know more about what kind of sports activities did you participate throughout your school life and the co-curriculum activities that you have participated in. Then tell me about your friends. Who is your best friend, and how do you consider that person to be your best friend? And any kind of friend who you feel that you avoid or you just have a high-bye kind of a relationship with them, and why so? I would like to know about this. And whenever you are ready, you can start.
Yes, sir. So starting with my class 10, sir. So I did my both 10th and 12th from Deshmesh Public School. It is in Vasantara Enclave, New Delhi. So in class 10th, I got 79.8%, sir. And then I passed it in the year 2012. And I achieved above 8 grades in all the subjects that I had with 9 CGPA in maths and science. Now, maths and science were my favorite subjects during class 10th. So on the interest of my liking toward these subjects, I took PCM in class 11th. And so when I came into class 11th, physics became one of my favorite subjects. And I continuously topped 4 times physics in class 11th. And it is because only because I like this mechanical things very much. The mechanics, Newton's laws of motion, gravity, all such subjects inspired me a lot because these are very logical things. We see it happening in our life. So one of the thing is logical, reasonable. I like those subjects very much. So physics and maths were my favorite subjects. In class 12th, I scored 83.2% with 94 marks in class in math subject. And I passed class 12th in the year 2014. After that, sir, I appeared for a lot of competitive examinations, and that included Indraprasth Common Entrance Test. So it was for getting admission into the engineering colleges of Delhi. So in that examination, I got 5,000 All India rank. So on the basis of that rank, sir, I got one of the best colleges of Delhi to study mechanical and automation engineering. And the name of that college was Govind Vallabh Pant Government Engineering College. I studied in this college from the year 2014 to 2018. And when I passed out, I scored an aggregate percent of 68.8%. And in that year, sir, I was placed into this company, Raj Unical Lubricants Limited. And I'm working there since last 3 years, sir, as an assistant manager in the production department. Now, I joined here
Oh,
as a
that's
graduate
fantastic.
engineer trainee, and later I was promoted to this assistant manager rank.
Okay.
That's
Tell
it.
me some real life application of mechanical engineering that you are, using in day to day life, apart from any kind of job you are doing in day to day life. I'm asking about.
For example, sir, if we walk on the road, the friction is getting used into that thing. When we play football, sir, so when we kick the football, it follows the trajectory. So again, it is a mechanical
Okay.
engineering thing. It falls under the gravity. So all
Okay.
such are applications of the mechanical engineering. Sir. Like when we go to fill the football with air, so the air fills into football because of the low pressure inside it, and we use a high pressure
Okay.
vacuum machine for that thing. Now the machine that we
Mm-hmm.
are using for filling the air, it itself takes the air from the atmosphere, and with the help of pistons, it compresses that air. So these are few
Right.
examples, sir. And apart from that, the vehicles we use, so the engines all work on the principle of mechanical engineering. So these are some real life examples, sir, where mechanical engineering is used in day to day life.
Abhishek, talking about gravitation that you mentioned about, if we go above Earth, what happens to the gravitation? It increases or decreases?
It remains same, sir.
If we go above Earth at a certain height, what happens to the gravitation? Like, let's say if we are traveling in a rocket and we have covered a distance of, let's say, 500 meters above the sea level, what will happen to the gravitation?
It will remain same, sir. It's the thing that once we go outside the gravitational pull of the Earth, then the gravity starts decreasing.
Are you sure?
I'm not so sure, sir. I'm a little bit forgetting this thing.
Okay, no issues. So the going by your going by your engineering background, what field would you get in Indian Air Force if you are selected?
Sir, can you repeat your question? I didn't hear it properly.
Going by your engineering background, if you are selected in Indian Air Force, what background would you get in Indian Air Force, or what field would you be selected in?
I'll be selected in the technical stream for the aeronautical engineering mechanical.
Okay, so AEM basically.
Yes, sir.
So on what aircraft would you like to work in?
I'm open to work on any aircraft provided to me, sir. I'll be working on
Like
any
given a
aircraft.
chance, if you have to select any of the particular aircraft, which would you like to take?
Sir, like if we go by the recent example, so MiG-21 is one of the aircraft that enthralls me a lot. It has been commissioned
Which aircraft?
MiG-21. It has been
MiG
commissioned in
21. Okay.
1960s and it's still prevalent,
Okay.
sir. So I want to go by the engineering
Mhm.
of that aircraft. That what we have done so well in that aircraft that we are still using it today, and it is
Oh, but the
practically.
people around say that it's a flying coffin. What is your view on that?
Sir, it is a machine, and any machine can face difficulties. So I take it by that thing only, sir. And apart from that, the Air Force has sound engineers who are working on it, and we will definitely have some solution for it, sir.
Okay, so you agree that there are some problems in the aircraft because of which it is crashing so often?
Sir, like it depends upon the maintenance of the things. Like some of the times, like the aircraft has got obsolete. The technology that is being used in it is getting obsolete. So it may happen that
Okay.
the with the increasing demand, with the increasing environment, the aircraft is not able to cope up. So we need to
Okay.
continuously do R&D in that aircraft, and
Hmm.
that will enable
So
that
basically you
aircraft
want
to
to do that.
operate. Yes, sir.
Okay. That's fantastic.
Yes, sir. Now, sir, talking about the teachers that I like the most during my school times. So that includes my two teachers. Although I had good relations with all the teachers, but the two teachers that I specifically like very much were my physical education teacher, Mrs. Neeraj Sharma ma'am, and my physics teacher, Mrs. Shilpa Arora ma'am. Talking about the reasons why I like them. So if I talk about the Neeraj Sharma ma'am, so her sense of humor was a thing that entertained the whole class, and we desperately waited for her class to come. And it was because she never used the book to teach us. She used to give us the subjects, the chapters to read a day before, and she said that tomorrow I'll be picking up 3 or 4 of you who will give me the answers from this subject, this chapter. Once you give me these answers correctly, I'll take the whole class to the ground. So that was the thing that kept us going for the waiting for her class. Now, so the one thing that did she very funny was she used to pick the people who were not so good in studies or who are shy by nature. So the moment she used to pick those people, we were like, now we are not going to now we are not going to ground. So, sir,
Okay.
then we waited. I waited that, ma'am, please pick me up. I'll give the answer. But sir, when today I look at that, look back at that thing, I get to understand that there was a reason for that thing. She wanted those people who are shy in nature to make them feel confident, to make them feel encouraged to speak,
Okay.
pick up public speaking. That was the one thing, sir, that
Mhm.
I liked very much about her. Apart from that, sir, she used to give us the lessons for life. Apart from teaching, she used to give a lot of lessons for life, sir. And she took us the promise that you will be following these lessons throughout your life. Now, to name few or
Okay.
two lessons, sir, like she asked us to be happy always. There should be no reason for happiness. The happiness is state of choice. You can be happy for no
Mhm.
reason. That was the one thing she taught us. Apart from that, she taught us to be kind to everyone and do not give up upon the things that you want to do. So these were some of the teaching that I liked of her, sir. Apart from that,
Mm.
she's a very approachable person, sir. She loved to
Okay.
talk with the people a lot. When I was in class 12th, the kids that she taught have passed 10 years back or 5 years back. They still used to come to school and meet Neeraj Sharma ma'am. So she was not just my favorite teacher, she was the favorite teacher of whole school.
Okay.
So that
So
was
it
the,
shows you had a fantastic teacher.
yes, sir. Then, sir, talking about Mrs. Shilpa ma'am. So she is one of the very practical teacher that we have in our school. Her command over the subject is so good that her self confidence is very high. She come to the class, she doesn't fix book, She doesn't ask us to open the book. She goes to the blackboard and starts teaching. And when she teaches, it seems like someone is singing in front of us. And that singing is so beautiful that we just want to listen it. She spoke in such a good manner and such a comfortable manner and logical manner that even after the class, if any doubt, a child is having a single doubt, she will not leave till that doubt is cleared, no matter the topic has been completed or not. But sir, none of the kids were there whose doubts were there in their mind when ma'am teaches. So that was the one thing. Apart from that, she was a very kind person. She will help you a lot. You can ask the doubts either in the school, or if you live nearby her home, you can go to her home also by calling her. So she's always approachable person. Apart from that, sir, she used to identify people very quickly. I was a good speaker. Apart from that, my friend Tarun, he was also a good speaker. So she picked both of us for science exhibition competition in her school. And she asked us that in the annual function, I need both of you to represent my class. She was our class teacher also in class 11. So she said that I want both of you to represent our class in the science exhibition. So we did that, sir. So these were some of the teachings, sir, that I like about Shilpa ma'am. And talking about the teachers that I don't like. So, sir, I don't think there can be any teachers whom I can dislike. Because, sir, every teacher, that includes my parents also, they have made me the person that I am today. I'm doing good. I'm making everyone proud. And it's all because of the teaching that I have carried in my life. So there is no question of disliking anyone, sir. Apart from talking about the friend circle that I have been in, so whole class is my friend, sir. So there was no friend whom I used to avoid. But the three people that I love to hang out with were Anuj, Shubham, and Tarun. And the reason for liking all the three were the common reason that all the three of us share our teamwork. So we have did a lot of naughty activities together. Now it has happened a lot of times that one is getting caught. So none of us used to take the name of other person that he was also involved with me. So that was the one thing that I liked in all three of them. Apart from that, sir, if I talk specifically about Anuj, so he's such a good speaker that you will love to listen to him for hours. His words are kind, he's humorous, he's polite, and he can convince you on any topic. Apart from that, the Anuj's determination is so much high that he has decided that in class 11 that he will become a singer. And so he has went to various auditions, for example, Indian Idol audition, Saregama audition. He has been to there, but couldn't get selected. Now he is learning classical singing from Gandhar Mahavidyalaya at ITU Delhi. He is doing that since last 3 years, and he's waiting for his first show to come. And sir, I am very sure he'll get his first show very soon, and I'll be the first person to buy that ticket. I have that much belief on him. Apart from that, sir, he was the person who taught me cycling when I was in class 8. So that also increases our bond. So these are some of the things about Anuj, sir. Talking about Tarun, so he's one of the ideal students teacher used to like. He was good in studies, he was good in extracurricular activities, he was good in sports activities. So he used to manage his time very well, and that is the one thing that I like very much about him. Apart from that, he's a person who can explain you things very easily. Now, chemistry was not that I was not that good in chemistry. So whenever I had some doubts in chemistry, I used to contact Tarun only because I knew this thing that Tarun will be the person who can give me the answers of my doubts in chemistry. Apart from that, he was good in various extracurricular activities, be it singing, dancing, sports, anything. You will find him in those activities. So this was about Tarun, sir. Talking about Shubham, he is the eldest person of his family, sir. And the kind of responsibility that he shares on his shoulders, that's commendable. Like his brother used to study in our school, and in the recess period, he always used to go to his brother's class to see what he is doing. He is doing good or not. Is he having some problem or not? The kind of and I used to accompany him to his brother's class. So seeing her, sir, seeing him taking so much of responsibility for his brother, that inspired me a lot. Apart from that, he's a person who has good GK. He's very creative. He wants to learn things. He's a very curious person. So he has a fantastic GK. Apart from that, he's very serious towards his career. He has got placed into Infosys from in 2018. And sir, I have seen his friends after getting 1 year of experience switch the company for better package. I also asked him the same, that why aren't you switching? So he said that Infosys is a good company. They have taught me skills. Now I'll be utilizing these skills for this company only. He also got a good package, but within the same company. He said me that I will be getting the same package within this company only, so why I should leave it? I'm getting good projects here. I will take this company to new heights with my own work. So that is the thing that I like about Shubham sir. Apart from that, he's a very adventurous person. You want something, you want some good places to go, ask Shubham, he'll tell you. So he keeps on doing this adventurous things, sir. So these are about my
Okay,
friends,
that's
sir.
great.
Now talking about the extracurricular activities that I did throughout my school and college life. So some of the extracurricular activities that I did was participating into the debate competition at zonal levels and school levels both, and I won it several times. So apart from that,
Okay.
talk about the quiz competition. So intra-house quiz competition used to happen, sir. So I led my I led my house to win that quiz competition several times, and some times I participated also and came second or third. Then, sir, I was also the part of national days celebrations, for example, Independence Day, Republic Day. So because of my good speaking things, teacher used to make me the host of that functions. Me and Tarun usually used to be the host of that competitions. And sir, because of our singing thing, so we sometimes sing also. Then, sir, as I told you earlier, I was the part of science exhibition, which my class hosted. Then, sir, presently I am a volunteer with Robin Hood Army, and I am volunteer here since 2019.
Okay.
Talking about the sports activities. So at the school time, sir, I was not that a sport person kind of man, because I was much into studies and other extracurricular activities. However, I played sports casually with my friends Tarun and Anuj and a lot of other friends also in my class whenever we used to go to physical education class. Now, sir, when I came into college, so I saw that there is a football ground in our college and people are playing there. So seeing them, I also got interested in playing the football. So I went there, I started playing. In the first year, I was not that good in football. I didn't know how to touch it. But then, sir, after that, with their exposure, with their meetings that we spent together in the ground, I started learning the football. And then in the second year of my college, I made a team of my own class and we participated in the 40th tournament. In the second year, we didn't win it. It was a knockout tournament. So we were washed out in our first match only. Then, sir, we worked upon the mistakes. We continuously played in that ground every day. And that made us very familiar with that ground. Now, in the third year, when the again tournament happened, we played on our strengths. We improved the mistakes that we committed last year. Every person knew what they had to do in the ground. We switched our positions very firmly into the ground as per the requirement. And sir, we kept on winning matches one by one. And in the final, sir, when we won that tournament, I think that was one of the happiest moments of my life that I can tell you about. So we were the underdogs and we won it. And earlier, none of the college knew us that they are the sports persons. After we won that tournament, every member of the college started recognizing us. So that was about the sport thing, sir. Apart from that, sir.
But Abhishek, if we see in India, cricket is more popular and it gets more attention. Even though football is a very good game, but yet it is not as popular as cricket. Even the Indian cricket team is getting much more benefits as compared to the Indian football team. We do have a national team, but it is not recognized by all. And maybe if you ask any boy on the street, he will not be able to name even five players from Indian football team. So, what do you think is going wrong with Indian football, or why is it not getting the required attention like cricket is getting these days?
Sir, earlier if we talk about 5-6 years back, so football, yes sir, I do agree it did not get that much attention. But sir, in the year 2014, the Ambani Group came up with the idea that is organizing a Hero Indian Super League competition. So that gave
even though Super League is organized, but it is not as par with IPL which is going on.
Yes, sir.
Every year this IPL has a different craze, but ISL, I don't think people are watching too much.
So me and my friends, we do watch it. We encourage other people also to watch it. Apart from that, yes, I totally agree with you that football is not getting that much recognition because there are reasons for it. The branding and the promotion of football is not done as much as it is done for the cricket. For the cricket, when IPL comes, all the TV channels give the ads for IPL. All the media channels gives ad for IPL. Even the sports channel also give the ads for IPL, and all other sports get subsidized because of this. However, if we talk about football, when India is having any national matches, the telecast is also not available on the TV. Now it is because the media is not showing about these matches. So when media is not showing about these matches, the general public does not comes to know about it. And when the general public will not be able to know about these things, so how they will watch it on TV? So that's why TV producers don't telecast the football matches, because they know the TRP won't come on telecasting these matches. So the branding and the
So why
promotion.
exactly this TRP won't come? Because TRP is basically dependent on the people.
Yes,
So
sir.
even if they host, they are afraid that they are not going to get TRP. What is the reason for that?
As I said, sir, the promotion and the branding of football is not done as much as it is done for the cricket.
Mm-hmm.
When the IPL comes, all the TV channels are producing, giving the ads for the IPL.
Mm-hmm.
For example, sir, a lot of betting apps come, MPL, Dream 11, all these promote the IPL matches. But for
Mm-hmm.
football, there is nothing like that. However, sir, if you
Okay.
compare our football with the international football, in the England and other countries, football is promoted very widely along with other sports.
Mm-hmm.
So all the sports get equal
Okay.
opportunity there. But if you talk about India,
Mm-hmm.
so the people also think that the cricket will only give them a stable career,
Mm-hmm.
and the other things are done by media. They don't promote any other sports apart from cricket. So I think
Okay.
it's the owners of the media, both print and electronic media. Social media is promoting football a lot. I see various posts related to football. There are various pages, Blue
Mm-hmm.
Pilgrims, Indian Football Association. So all of them promote football on social medias. But if we talk about
Mm-hmm.
the TV, electronic media, and the print media, which most of the people use, so there is hardly
Mm-hmm.
any evidence that football is getting promoted on these platforms. So once these
Okay.
platforms will start promoting football, I think then football will definitely get rise in our country, sir. And it is already rising.
Okay. So Abhishek, you mentioned about some betting applications like MPL and Dream 11. So what is your view on this? Are this something to be promoted or should be encouraged in the public? Or what is your view on this? What should we do about it?
It's, I think, sir, when we go by these ads, there is a disclaimer coming under these ads that these applications involve the risk of financial insecurity. So before investing in these
Mm-hmm.
apps, kindly be sure that it will involve
But this
risk.
IPL and all are even watched by an 8 year or 9 year old kid, and they do not understand much of these things. But today they are quite techno savvy, so they are using their parents' wallets, and every day we find some case that the boy has purchased something from mother's credit card, and the bills are too high. So they do not understand such kind of disclaimers, but they do invest in this. And what do you think we can do to stop this kind of things?
I think, sir, the parents' discretion is like if you're telling about 8 or 9 years kid, so parents' discretion is very important. So parents should keep a watch on the children that what are they doing in their phones.
Mm-hmm.
So keeping a check on children will avoid such things. Now, if
Mm-hmm.
we talk about the elder people who are above 18 years, so they are that much
Mm-hmm.
prudent that they know what they are doing, sir.
Okay.
Because the disclaimers are very clear in their nature, and any person who is
Mm-hmm.
above 18 years can easily understand the meaning of that thing, sir. Now, when these ads are being run on the TV, sir, that means
Okay.
they are the registered companies with the India. So that means it is legal thing to do. However, it totally depends upon the people what they want
Okay.
to do.
Mm-hmm. Is it legal in all over India, or there are certain restrictions in certain states?
Sir, I'm not aware about these things, sir, like from where it is restricted. But in most of the parts of India,
Okay.
I'm sure it is legal.
Okay. Okay. There are few states which are not allowing currently.
Okay.
So maybe you can have a look at it.
Surely, sir, I'll definitely find it.
Anyways, yeah, yeah.
And sir, like if I forgot anything into the questions, if you can tell them, sir, I'll definitely answer it.
Oh, I think you have answered most of the questions. There's nothing left. So, proceeding to the next set of questions I have for you is I would like to know about your family. Like, tell me about your father, your mother, the siblings that you are having. What are they doing, their occupation, and currently where they are located? Are you staying with them? And if you're staying with them, what are the activities that you do along with your family? And how much time do you get to spend with them along with your job that you talked about? And also tell me about whenever you come across any problem or any kind of situation in which you require some help, whom do you confide in? And then tell me about your monetary needs, how much you earn from your current job, and what are your expenses in a month, and how much have you saved so far, and something Also tell me about the friends that you have made in various SSBs. As see, you have already been to so many SSBs and faced around 10 conferences. So in this 10 conferences, I am sure you must have made a lot of friends. So tell me about them. Are you in touch with them? And what kind of activities do you plan together? Or have you ever met them in physical life after your SSBs? Something like this.
Yes, sir. So starting with my family. So we're a family of 5 people. My parents, father, mother, and we 3 siblings. Me being the eldest, then my sister, and the youngest one is my brother. Starting with my father. So he's a diploma in electrical engineering and he's working with Hayat Regency Delhi. My mother, she's an intermediate and she's a homemaker. My sister, she is a 4th year student in BSc Honors Nursing and she is pursuing it from Vardhaman Mahavir Medical College, Safdarjung Hospitals, Delhi. My brother is currently class 12 student, sir, and he has took PCM in his class 11th and he is studying in the same school in which I studied. Now talking about my family, sir. So if I tell you about my father, so he is the person who is very loyal, is working with Hayat Regency Delhi since last 30 years. He has not switched his job. Many of his friends have switched the job, but he didn't. And upon asking why aren't you switching, you are getting a lot of opportunities. So he says that Hayat was the company which supported him when he was at his lowest. So he has seen happy and those days with Hayat. And even if we talk about the lockdown also, when the tourism industry was down, yet Hayat didn't expel any of his employees. They reduced the salary to half, but they didn't expel anyone. So that's why he respects Hayat very much, and that's why he didn't switch. Apart from that, he's a person who is very dedicated towards his job. He's a very punctual person. He has a job of shift, and be it winters, be it rainy season, be it summer season, whatever shift he is called in, basically most of the times it is morning shift, and where he needs to reach the office by 6 o'clock. And in the winters when it is so much foggy, and back 10 years back when transportation was not that good in Delhi, he still used to reach his office at 15 minutes earlier. So his punctuality is the thing that I like the most. Apart from that, sir, he's a very practical person, a good engineer. In our home, sir, all the electrical appliances, if they are damaged, he is the person who will repair it. I also help him. But sir, when I was a small kid, I have seen him repairing all the things, be it fridge, be it AC, or be it fan. He'll repair everything of his own. In fact, the TV also. So we have never seen I've hardly seen any electrician coming into our home. So that was the one thing I like about him. The other thing that I like about him is his managing activities, like raising up the 3 children in such a environment of Delhi where expenses are too much. So I commend him for his things, sir. I've never felt that I'm not having this thing. He never made me felt the thing that I don't have this thing. I have asked something, he'll present it. Apart from that, he is a person who looks for the future. He does not look for the short-term goal. He's a person who manages for the long-term goals. Once he will be doing something, he sees the result for the coming 10 or 20 years to come. So that's the thing that I like most about him. Apart from that, he's a very flexible person. He can adjust into any kind of environment. You send him to village, he'll become a villager. You send him to Hayat, he'll become a person like he's the CEO of that company. You send him to home, he will feel like he's unemployed. So he adjusts himself as per the situations. Now he's a very good household person. He helps my mother in all the household chores whenever he's at home. So this is about my father. Talking about my mother. So I think, sir, she's one of the kindest person I can tell you about. She's able to make good friends. When I was a small kid, she used to drop me to school and pick me from the school. Now when she used to come to pick me from the school, she used to come something half an hour earlier. Now there are a lot of other ladies also who used to come. Now she had made them their friends. And I'm talking about this when I was in 3rd or 4th class. Now those ladies that she made her friend, they are still her friends. And on the important occasions, they come to her home. And because of her friends, I have been able to make more friends because the kids of her friends are now my friends. And we are almost of same age now. So that is one of the things that I like about my mother. Apart from that, she's a very good teacher. She has taught me the principles of life. She has taught me to help as many people as I can. She has taught me to be kind to everyone. Because sir, I have seen taking care of my friends as much as she takes care of us, my siblings. She never differentiates between any kid, be it her kid or be it anyone else's kid. She's very kind by nature, and she's helped many people around her. Apart from that, sir, she is the person who manages all the relations of her family. If anything is to be talked to relatives, she will be the person talking. Now, my father also talks, but because of the time lag, most of the activities are done by my mother. Apart from that, she's a good teacher, as I told you. She has taught me cooking also. She has made me independent because more often she needs to go to village to look after the village things also. As I told you, she keeps on the relations with all our relatives. So she taught me cooking. She taught me washing of the clothes. She taught me ironing of the clothes when I was a small kid. And now she trusts me blindly that whenever she'll not be here, she can leave the responsibility of siblings and the home on me, and she can go happily without caring of the home. So these are some of the things that I like about my mother. Talking about my sister, so she does not live with us. Once she got the admission into this college, she went to live in the hostel. Now our hostel is not that far. It's something around 15-20 kilometers from my home. But the hospital authorities asked her to stay into the hostel, so that it has made her an independent person. She does not need any kind of support for anything. She definitely consults us, but if something happens, I am very much sure about it that she can do this thing of her own only. Apart from that, she is a very jolly person, very humorous person. She has a lot of friends in her college. On the first day only, when she called back, she told that, Bhaiya, I have made this many friends today, and these all are the friends I'll be staying with. And she's a roommate. She's from this place.
So if I have to give a call to your younger sister, what would we say about you?
Yes. So the first thing that she will say to you about me is my dedication towards the thing that I like to do. She'll tell you I'm a good sports person. She'll tell you I'm a dedicated person. She'll tell you I'm an enthusiastic person. She will tell you I'm a person who takes responsibility of home very well. She'll tell you that I'm a person who is full of self-confidence. She will tell you that I'm a person who can convince anyone. She'll tell you a person who is very humorous. She will tell you me as a person who is an all-rounder. She will tell you me as a person who can make friends easily. So these are the things that she will tell you about me, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir. Now talking further about my sister.
Tell me one of the most irritating thing that you have. Tell me the most irritating thing that you feel about your sister.
As such, sir, there are nothing. But yes, when I come from office on Saturdays, she needs to come to home. So I pick her from her hostel, and then we both come together. So in the metro, she'll keep talking, sir, and I say to her that I'm listening. I'm sitting close to you. You can speak it slowly, but she'll utter all the things in one go only and very loudly. So whole of the metro listens to it apart from me. So I tell her, we can reach home, or you can then tell this thing to me, or you can speak it in a slow manner. So she says that now you're not listening to me, I will not talk to you. Then, sir, being a smaller sister, so I need to listen to her. It's my responsibility and job to listen to her. So I then listen it very happily. But then I tell her that you can tell it very calmly, in a calmly way. Then she understands this thing, and then we both come to home together. So this is one of the things that sometimes irritates me. Apart from that, so there's nothing that I can be irritated about her.
Okay.
Then, sir, if I tell you more about her, so she's a person who is very good in extracurricular activities. Now, there was a Health Mela Fest organized into their college in the year 2019. And being the CR of her college, she was given the responsibility to organize it. So she is a very responsible person. She managed all the things very well. Me and my parents went to attend that fest, sir. And we were very proud to see her taking up the stage and speaking up in front of the people. So it was one of the emotional moments for my parents also, that their daughter is doing such a great work. Apart from that, sir, being into the medical profession, she is very kind in nature. All the patients know her personally. And whenever she comes to home, she tells about her stories, like how she helped this patient. And then we feel very great about listening her these days. She works very selflessly. She doesn't think that she's a student, why she do so much of things, but she does it because of her interest. Maybe that's why she took biology as her subject. Apart from that, sir, she's a very practical person. You can ask her the name of medicines you want, who can give you immediate relief. So you can ask her that things. She'll immediately tell you that, okay, you are having this problem, you can take this medicine.
Okay.
So she has told me a lot of times.
That's nice.
I'm a football player, so I have been into injuries a lot of time. So I ask her what can be the biggest pain reliever. So she will tell me that you can use diclofenac. It will give you immediate relief. And I went by her advice and I took that medicine, and within half an hour my pain was gone and I was able to play that match. So she's a problem solver person. Not talking about my brother. So he's in class 12th right now. But what I can see biggest thing in him is his curious nature. He is willing to learn. He's willing to learn everything. He has learned Python. He has learned geopolitics. He has learned GK, static GK. He's preparing for the ND examination. So he himself goes by the channels that I told him. He himself asked me that, Bhaiya, what should I follow to prepare for this exam? Then I told him that you can follow these 3 channels on the YouTube. He followed these 3 channels, and a month later or 2 months later.
What are those 3 channels?
So World Affairs is one of the channels, and Study IQ, and then the Pathfinder is also channels. Is one of the channels. So these 3 he follows prominently. Apart from that, he also told me 4 other channels that, Bhaiya, you can follow these channels also for your preparation. So I was very happy that he is telling me the things to follow. I was very happy to follow this thing. So I told him that, how did you follow this? How did you find this channel? So he said that I was just searching from where else I can study things. So these things I found. So I said, that's great thing to know about you. Apart from that, sir, he's a very creative person. You give him any waste resource, he'll convert it into a decorative item or item which can be used.
Okay.
So he's very creative by nature. Now, since lockdown is there, so most of his time goes into home. So he keeps doing all these things. And apart from that, he's a good player. He's part of his football team and the marching team of his school that participates in the Republic Day and Independence Day parades. So he's a person who participates in all the extracurricular activities. He's a good student also. All the teachers know him and they believe in him a lot. If something is to be done in school, they'll simply say, Ankur, you can do this thing. And whenever we go to PTMs, so teacher tell us mostly the good things about him only. So this is about my family, sir.
Okay.
Apart from that, the activities that I do at home with my family, that includes like at 7:30, I leave for the office, sir. So before that, the time that I have, I give it to for my personal exercise. And then the other 40 to 45 minutes that I have at my home, I help my mother in preparing the breakfast and I have it with my whole family. Then at 7:30, I leave for the office and come back again at 9:30 only. Now, before coming to the home, I call my mother and ask her that, is there anything that needs to be brought at home, any shopping item? So she tells me those things on phone and I take it to the home. Then coming to the home, the dinner is already prepared. So I sit with my parents, have the dinner, talk about the daily course, what all are the things they have did today, or is there anything that they need my help upon. So in that thing, sir, and we together watch news also. And then my father gives some of his views on the news. My mother also gives some of his news. Now my brother, being one of the curious person in our home, he also gives his views. So we have this discussion also during the dinner time. Then once the dinner is done, I help my mother in cleaning the utensils along with my brother. So we did do all these things together, and something in around 30 minutes, all our house chores are completed. Later, sir, I sit with my father. If he has something to ask from me or some help he needs from me, I help him. For example, recharging the phone, booking the gas connections, recharging the electricity bill, recharging the TV. So if there are such things, he tells me, I do it on the spot only. Apart from that, sir, if he needs any assistance in laptop or mobile kind of thing, I also provide him that thing also. Now once all things are done, I then go to my brother. I see what he is doing in his studies. No matter what, I take 1 hour for him to see what he is doing in his studies, so that I can tell him, okay, that's where you need to improve. That's where you're going wrong. So this thing has made him go into the right direction only. Then sir, I take time.
What is he aspiring to become?
Sir, he wants to join the NDA in the army.
Okay. So how many attempts so far he has taken for NDA?
Sir, he has took this attempt. Just happened the exam. He couldn't clear it.
Okay.
But he will clear it next time, sir. I'm very sure about it.
So did you try to figure out why your brother could not clear it? As I can see, you have cleared it so many times. You have went for the SSB so many times.
Yes, sir.
for
Sir,
NDA?
the thing that I can figure out is maths thing. In the maths GK, he has scored above 300 marks. We have seen it from the various answer keys. But if I talk about the maths, he was only able to attempt 35 questions. So I will teach him to manage his time during the examination. When he came back home, he solved most of the questions. But then the time was there with him. That's why he was able to solve. So during the examination, he was not able to see all the paper. So, sir, now I'll be teaching him more about managing the time during the examination. So how he can do his time. So this time I will teach him that thing, and I'm sure he will clear it next time. This thing.
Okay.
So apart from that, sir, the things that we do at home, as I told you, the things that I do with my family. Then, sir, I also call my sister also. That is she doing fine in her hostel or not? Is she need anything? So if she needs anything, I can go to her hostel in the morning. Will provide it that thing, and then go to my office. Now her hostel comes in my way.
How far is the hostel from your home?
20 kilometers, sir. We can go there by metro. Direct metro is there.
Okay.
Yes. So this is
So why is she staying in a hostel then? Why she is not staying at home?
Sir, in the medical courses, you can't commute from home. It is because their clinical start at 6 a.m. in the morning. So you can't commute by home. So the hostel, so the college authorities have provided them hostel. It's compulsory for everyone to stay into the hostel. Now, sir, since it is a central university, so students come from all the parts of India. It's one of the most reputed colleges of the country. So students come from all the parts of India. So that's why they provide hostel, so that anyone doesn't find the need for staying anywhere else. These are the things that I do with my family at home, sir. Now talking about the SSB friend that I have made. So there are many, sir. The counting will get so large that if I start telling you about. So if I tell you about my first attempt in the NDA, so the two best friends that I made was Deepak and Karan in my first attempt. In my second SSB attempt, I made two friends, Preet Singh and the other friend was Ashutosh. Now both of them are selected into the Air Force and the Army wings. Now both of them are serving.
Okay.
Apart from that, when I went into the Varanasi, so there was one of the best friends, sir, Mrinal. He's currently pursuing MBA from Chandigarh University. He was already a recommended candidate, but he couldn't get recommended later. So he joined this MBA course and he's still giving his SSB.
Okay.
Then, sir, apart from that, many other friends I came across, and one of my best friends of the SSB is Ankit Singh. He's currently in Navy. He got recommended in his 12th attempt 2 years back. So he's one of the most hardworking person I can ever tell you about. And very friendly person. He has a lot of friends in his friend circle. So when we were returning from the Visakhapatnam, we both got screened out from the UES entry. So we together went to the Ramakrishna beach in Visakhapatnam. We stayed there for whole night. We slept there only. We ran on the beach. We slept, and we both of us had our train tomorrow morning, and our seats were in the different coaches. But then we talked to the TT. We told them that can both of us sit together. Like you can give this seat to anyone else, and his seat you can give it to me. So he said that it depends upon the person who is going to come. Then, sir, the next person came who was the owner of the seat. So I talked to him and he happily agreed to this thing. And he went to my seat and I took his seat. And then the 36 hours of journey that we went together from Visakhapatnam to Delhi, I got to know various things about him. He got to know various things about me. And in that 36 hours, we became best friends. We saw many movies together in the journey. We saw football matches together in the journey. He told me his favorite game is cricket. So he told me a lot of stories about cricket, how he played it. I told about my use of football. So that thing made us good friends. Now, after coming to Delhi, we met something around 10 to 15 times, sir, in the last 2 years. And his friends have become my friends, and my friends have become his friends. So now our family of friends have increased. I know all his college friends, and they are my friends. Whenever comes from his posting, we meet. We go to eatings, we go to do adventures in the outskirts of Delhi, and we enjoy it a lot. So I don't feel that they are the friends whom I made just 1 or 2 years back. They feel like they are the friends since my childhood. So that's about my SSB friends, sir. Now, sir, about if I'm forgetting some of the questions, sir, you can repeat it. I can answer those questions, sir.
I had asked you about the problems that you face and whom do you confide in, and also about your monetary needs and what are your expenses a month and how much savings have you made.
Yes, sir. So, sir, since I'm 24 years old, 25 years old person, so whenever a problem comes my way, I'm that much mature and sensible that I can solve those problems of my own only. However, in any situation which requires the assistance of my parents, so I definitely consult them on the major issues. And sir, if I talk about whom I go for, so both my parents are that much mature and sensible that they both are very capable of solving any of my problems. So I can pick any
Mm-hmm.
one of them, sir, for my
So
problem.
any problem that you have faced and you required the help of your parents, you can tell me about.
Sir, like when I joined the company, my job thing. So there were a lot of form fillings used to be done. For example, the PF form, the medical insurance form. So a lot of things. There were new things for me. I had no idea what to do in these things. I did it most of the things by myself, but few of the columns that I was not able to fill, I called back. I took that form to home, sit with my parents. I asked them what should I fill in these things. Then my both the parents told
Mm-hmm.
me that you need to fill these things in it. Now when once the bank account was
Okay.
to be opened, I took the help of my mother and father both.
Mm-hmm.
So the one who is available freely, I can approach that person, sir. And there's
Okay.
nothing
Anything
that
else apart from this?
mm, sir, like in the football, sir, whenever I get injury, so my mother is the one who takes care of me at home.
Mm-hmm.
So that is the one thing she will do. Now if the injury is serious, now both of them will take me to hospital that what has happened to him. So it has
So
been,
has any injury of that sort happened so far?
yes, sir, I fall down. So I got a very serious injury in my hand. But then, sir, I am perfectly fine of that thing. The swelling occurred on my palm. So doctor told me that
Okay.
it's nothing. It's just an internal injury. It will get solved by its own only. You don't need to worry much about it. It's just a swelling.
Mm-hmm.
Because of the cramps, the swelling has come and he has fallen also. So that thing has got little elevated. So in one week or so, it will get down. So
Okay.
they both of them helped me in that thing. My mother took care of me.
When you are 24, 25 years old, so I'm sure there might be many problems throughout your life. So only two you talked about, one is the injury and the form filling thing. Anything else that you would like to share?
Sir, in the school times, there were a lot of they were not the problems, sir. They were more of a challenges. For example, I told you about I'm participating in a science exhibition.
Mm-hmm.
So taking the help of pair like that model was prepared at my home only,
Mm-hmm.
and we then take it to the school. So now my father
Okay.
is an electrical engineer. He knows how to fix the
Mm-hmm.
things. So I took the help of my father. My mother helped me in decorating that thing.
Mm-hmm.
So that's how we did that.
Okay.
Now both of my parents are very uh, are good teachers. So they helped me teach
Mm-hmm.
various things, be it maths, English, any subject. They both of them helped me, sir. My handwriting was not that good during my school times. So both of them
Okay.
helped me in improving my handwriting. So there are many things, sir, where
Okay. Abhishek, you mentioned that you had been the coordinator for freshers and farewell party.
yes,
So
sir.
tell me the challenges that you have faced in managing those parties.
So one of the challenges is arranging the volunteers for the fresher and farewell things because you can't do everything
Okay.
alone. So arranging the
Mm-hmm.
volunteers was the first challenge that I faced. Then the second challenge that I faced was financing the catering. You need to find the caterers. Now the budget that we got to map it with the caterers needs, it was very challenging. So we need to roam whole of the city to find the best cater for the given budget. So we need to
Mm-hmm.
roam a lot. Now we need to take their quotation and we need to give it to the accounts department and then they will sanction the budget, the money
Mm-hmm.
for that thing. Budget is already prescribed, but then they sanction the money. So before taking the order, we need to give them advance money. So again,
Mm-hmm.
we need to go to that place. Now one of us has to arrange the car also so that the food can reach to the
Mm-hmm.
home or to our college.
Mm-hmm.
So some of the foods
Mm-hmm.
we can arrange by ourselves only, and rest of that is supplied by the catering facility that we are hiring.
Mm-hmm.
Then, sir,
Okay.
the other challenge is arranging the DJ for the music system, the tent thing. Now, one of the other challenges is finding the place where we can put all these things together. One of the times, like the construction was happening in our college. So usually the area where we used to perform this thing was not vacant because of the construction activity. So I
Mm-hmm.
thought of organizing this thing into the college football ground. So we use
Mm-hmm.
half of the ground to organize the function and the rest half of the ground to organize various other activities and the dinner thing. So this
Mm-hmm.
was the one challenge that I faced. Apart from that, sir, we
Okay.
have to decorate whole of the colleges. So
Mm-hmm.
that needs you to reach to the untouched places of the college so that the college can look beautiful on that day, because it's the
Mm-hmm.
pressure of few of the students who are coming to the college for the first time. So they need to have a good
Mm-hmm.
image of the college. And now it is farewell for the some of the college students. Now they'll be seeing college for the last time in their regular day. So they need to have a good memory of the college. So decorating the college was one of the biggest challenges that we faced. So we ensured that
Right.
we are coming up with the best of the decorations, and
Mm.
none of the corners of the college is untouched.
Mm-hmm.
So these were some of the challenges, sir, that I faced while coordinating this fresher and farewell events.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yes, sir. So I talked to you about my friends, sir. Now talking about the challenges that I told you about, whom I go to. Now talking about the monetary things that I come across. So, sir, my current salary is 28,000 in hand. So we have a flat in our home. We have bought a flat. So it is on EMI. So the EMI of per month is 8,000 rupees. So earlier, when I was not earning, my father used to pay it. Now when I came into the job, I asked my father that all your expense, you give you pay all the expenses of the home, the EMI, and all these things. So now I want to take this responsibility. So can I pay this thing? So he told me, yes, you can do it. So sir, since last 3 years, I'm paying this EMI of my flat. Now the rest of the 20,000 rupees that I am having with me, so some of them used to go into the expenses with my friends. So monthly I'm able to spend something around 3 to 4,000 with my friends. Then miscellaneous expenses are also there, so 1 or 2,000 goes on me and my siblings. So the expenses apart from the EMI thing, I'm able to spend something around 5 to 6,000 rupees. So monthly I spend something
Mm-hmm.
14 to 13 to 14,000 rupees. Now the
Okay.
rest 14,000 is saved, sir. So this is about my monetary
Okay.
needs, sir.
So what kind of saving do you do?
Sir, it is in the banks only. The bank give me interests, savings account.
Okay. So normal savings account.
Yes, sir.
Have you never thought about buying some mutual funds or something like that?
No, sir. My friends do it, sir. But
Okay.
then,
Why
sir,
so?
sir, like the time like that I'm having, I don't get time to think about these things. Now, once I'll be free, I'll be having time. I'll definitely consult it with my friends, and we'll definitely spend there, sir. I'm planning to do these things, but
Okay. So when do you think you will get free?
sir, it will depend, sir. For example, if I talk about my job, sir, so every one or second day, the overtime gets happened, and it is need of the job. So as I told
Mm-hmm.
you, I reach home by
Mm-hmm.
9:30 most of the days. It is only because I leave my office by 7:30 in the evening. Now the office gets end by 5:30, but because of the
Okay.
production needs and the
Mm-hmm.
other departmental needs and the meetings with my CEO and manager, so
Mm-hmm.
that makes me free by 7:30.
So where do you see yourself in next 5 years?
Yes, sir. Sir, since joining armed forces is one of my career priorities, my first priority. So after 5 years,
Mm-hmm.
sir, I see myself as serving in the Indian Armed Forces.
Mm-hmm. Why you want to get into the Air Force?
Sir, presently I'm doing a job, sir, and I'm happy there also. But sir,
Mm-hmm.
then there is something called as passion, and my passion is to
Mm-hmm.
work for the Indian Armed Forces. It's not just about the Indian Air
How
Force.
did you develop this passion?
Yes, sir. Sir, when we were in college, in the first year of my college, so introduction was going on for everyone. The seniors came and were taking introduction of everyone. So one of my friend Prem, he has been to NDSSB, sir, and he was recommended also, but couldn't join because of the permanent rejection. So, sir,
Okay.
the stories that he told of the SSB in the life of the armed
Mm-hmm.
forces.
Mm-hmm.
Father was in the Air Force only. So the things that he told
Okay.
me, that inspired me a lot. How his father held
Mm-hmm.
the country into the war of Kargil, the human assistance, the relief operations the Air Force carries out, and other armed forces also. So the selfless service of armed forces towards the
Mm-hmm.
nation and the kind of life they have, that inspired me for
Mm-hmm.
joining the armed forces, sir. Then I myself also did a lot of the research and came to know about various heroes of the armed forces who fought so brilliantly for the company, for the country. and for their respective regiments.
Okay.
That inspired me to join the armed forces, sir. And with the time, I developed this interest towards joining the armed forces. I developed the interest towards the sports. I developed interest towards traveling a lot. I developed interest towards doing the adventure things. And sir, I think armed forces is the organization that can provide me all such things which I desire for my life. I desire a life which will be full of
Okay.
sports. I desire a life which will be full of sports. I can't imagine my life without sports. So in the
Okay.
life also, I get the time to play sports, but not that often, which I'll be getting into the armed forces. Then, sir,
Okay.
the opportunity that I will get to work with some of the bravest and finest men of the Indian Armed Forces. I think, sir, this is the best thing I can ever achieve in my life, because the world accepts the
Okay.
bravery of our armed forces. We have seen it in 71 war, we have seen it in 65 war, we have seen it in 99 war.
Let's say if you are not selected in armed forces, let's say if you are not selected in armed forces after all your attempts, then what is your plan?
Well, sir, I don't think so. I will not get select. I have prepared well this time. My all the tests went so far very well, and my duty which I'm having tomorrow, it will also go well, sir. I'll ensure it, and I'll get through this time, sir.
Let's say if it is not like that as you are planning, God forbid if that happens, I will be very happy that you get selected. But if God forbids that does not happen, then what is your plan next?
Well, sir, although, sir, I don't think it will happen. I'll definitely get in. But if it doesn't happen, sir, then as I told you, I'm presently working with the job, and I'm very happy there, and I'm planning to work there only, sir.
Okay. So tell me about your hobbies and interest for whenever you get some free time. What are the things that you like to do?
Yes, sir. So my free time is basically the 5 hours that I travel. Two and a half hour from my home to office, and then the 2.5 hour from my office to home. So in that 5 hours, I
Okay.
have a lot of things to do. That includes watching the YouTube videos to increase my general
What kind of YouTube videos do you watch?
for the general awareness things, sir, for the football things, learning the football skills, watching the football matches, watching the current affair videos.
Okay.
So these are the things that I do. Apart from that,
So what are the recent news that you have seen?
yes,
Anything
sir.
that has
Yes, sir. So one of the recent things that I've seen is there is a massive unrest going on in Kazakhstan. So it is one of the things that I have recently seen. Apart from that, sir, there are reports that Russia is trying to
elaborate a little more about Kazakhstan issue.
Yes, sir. Sir, what happened is the Kazakhstan government recently doubled the prices of the LPG used in their country. Now, due to the COVID, their economy is already collapsed, and tourism was one of the things that promoted their economy. Now the tourism is not there; the people have gone poor.
Okay.
So the doubling the price of LPG has made them going bankrupt. So the people started agitating against the government. That agitation was so large that government resigned from its power, and there is now the president rule which is going on in the Kazakhstan. And using its discretionary power, the president of the Kazakhstan asked Russia to intervene under the specific agreement that they have with the Russia. So Russia has sent the military to Kazakhstan. Now USA is saying that this is the game of Russia. Now they want to make their USSR empire again, and that's why they have created this unrest into the Russia. However, Russian theory is that the US is creating the unrest in Kazakhstan by making the people against the government. And that's the similar thing they want to do in Russia, so that the people of Russia get against the government of Russia.
Okay.
So that is about Kazakhstan.
So Abhishek, this UP elections are currently in, a lot of rallies are going on, and this current year this UP elections will be held. So what is your view? Why is this UP election so important to the government? You are yourself from UP, so you will be able to tell me better.
Yes, sir. So if you talk about Uttar Pradesh, it is one of the largest states of the sorry, pardon me, sir. Talking about the UP elections, so it is one of the most largest state of the country, having largest population of the country. So the population is something around 20 crores. It is more than even the population of most of the countries around us. That's why it becomes very important. Now, if we go by the seats, so there are 72 Lok Sabha seats into the UP. But the government will perform good into the assembly elections. So the same kind of people are going to vote in the Lok Sabha elections also. So if the government will be able to make an impact into the assembly elections, they can project that image into the Lok Sabha elections. And the same people are going to vote into the Lok Sabha elections also. So they will be having that knowledge that we have voted for this government.
So happy with the current government which is running there?
Yes, sir. The lot of work have been done in the Uttar Pradesh, sir. If we talk about some of the works, so now AK-203 factory is coming up into the Amethi for producing the rifles of the Indian Army. Then a lot of highways are being developed. Now a lot of medical infrastructure is also coming up into the eastern parts of the UP, including Gorakhpur, Mirzapur, Varanasi. So a lot of aims are going to develop there. So if you then there is a waterway transportation is also getting improved. If you talk about Ganga, so recently from Varanasi to Haldia of West Bengal, water transport is also developed. Now container, first time the container ran into the water of Ganga. Now the water of river Ganga has become so shallow. It was a dream for many of us to see containers running into the river Ganga. But then the development has been done, sir, and the containers are running at good speed. The cruise is running.
Okay.
We have seen our Prime Minister traveling with cruise into river Ganga. So a
Okay.
lot of work has been done, sir.
Okay. So what do you think, Abhishek, went wrong in your previous attempts? Like you have been to the SSB 10 times. So what do you think happened in the last attempts?
Sir, if I tell you about my all the attempts, why I've been not there. So of course, sir, I did mistakes. Mistakes are the reason I'm sitting here in front of you for the 11th time. But
Okay.
sir, I've learned from those mistakes. If I talk about my ND attempts, I cleared it first time. I was the first in the family who have cleared this exam. So a bit of confidence was there. But when I went to SSB, that confidence turned into overconfidence when I cleared the PABD test and the screening test. So I was confident that I will definitely make it. But I got confidence out and at attempt. Second attempt came, I again cleared the examination. I worked upon my overconfidence thing, but it was still there. And I faced it. And I again got not recommended. Then, sir, the time gap that I got for the 3 years, I worked on working upon this self-confidence thing and developing more my team kind of spirit. That's why I participated in sports things and all. Now that has improved my GTO behavior. But sir, if I talk about my interview and the psychological testing, I don't think it was much improved. Now talking specifically about the interview technique. So self-awareness was not that much in me. General awareness was not that much in me. So I was not able to answer these questions. And little bit verbosity was also there in me. I was speaking too much and not coming to the point correctly. So I improved these things. But sir, with these things, my communication skills went good. A lot of awareness came into me. But then, sir, I have developed that habit of speaking fast. Now that was not that I'm nervous. It became my habit only. So my teachers used to say me, my friends used to say me that you are speaking a bit fast. You can control your pace a bit. You are a good speaker, we know it. So you can reduce your pace or low. Because some of the times it may happen that whatever you are speaking, you know what you are speaking. But the person who is listening to you, he might not get what you are speaking because there is no pause between your words. So then I told them, okay, so whenever you observe me speaking fast, you can tell me that I'm speaking fast and I'll definitely stop. And then, sir, I've become conscious of my fast speaking habit. So that's how my interview improved, sir. Now, if I talk about psychological, so my interview in GT improved, sir. But if I talk about my psychological testing, I kept on doing the mistakes and I was not able to figure out what I'm doing wrong because sometimes I'm following the idea of someone else. Sometimes I'm following the idea of YouTube videos. Sometimes I'm following the idea of various posts on internet, idea of my recommended friends. But sir, I think that didn't went well in me. And when I sat back, sir, after my last attempt, then sir, I started analyzing what is going right, what is going wrong now, because my interview is going well, but what is wrong with my psychological testing? Then sir, I came to figure out that the stories that I'm writing, they're not related to the pictures. I'm writing pre-constructed stories or writing something else.
How did you come to know about this?
Sir, like we have a group of friends, so we consulted together. So when I talk about the recommended friends, they told me that this is story I wrote, but I didn't ask them what was the picture shown to them. Then I asked them, what is the picture shown to you? So they told me that this picture was shown to me and I write that story. So sir, with that way I came to know that the story that he has written, it's related to somewhat the picture shown to him. So sir, then I get to know that the things that I am writing, that must revolve around the picture shown to me.
Okay.
So sir, in that manner,
So Abhishek, tell me 5 strengths and 5 weaknesses that you found in yourself over the years.
So the strength that I have in me is my curious nature. It helps me to learn quickly, and I want to learn as many things as I can. Apart from that, sir, my another strength is being enthusiastic. I'll never appear low. I am enthusiastic and happy by nature. Then, sir, I'm a very helpful person. Anyone is in need, I'll go out to help him, whatever be the time and scenario is. Then, sir, I look after the family things very well. I'm a responsible person, be it the office, be it the friends, be it my family, or be it anything else. I can I can take the responsibility of everything given to me. Then, sir, I'm a good person. I'm a good sports person. I love to be fit. I play sports very well, and that is one of my strengths that has made me fit. So my stamina is very good. And there are many other strengths also. But now coming to weaknesses. So if I tell you about some of my weaknesses, so I'm a very logical person, sir. I'm not that kind of person who can cram the things. And this thing happened with me during my NDA exam and my CDS examination. So CDS examination, out of 5 times, I was able to clear it 3 times only. 2 times I was not able to clear it. And it was only because my GK exam didn't went well. And and it is because I was not able to cram the GK things. So I took the help of my friend Yatin. He told me that instead of learning one-liners, you can go behind the story of that thing. Now, when you will be going behind the story of that thing, you will understand the logic of that thing, why it has happened. Now, when you'll be knowing this thing, the current affairs will definitely be remembered to you. Same goes for all the other things, history, civics, geography, anything you are learning. So that's how I improved these things. But the cramming power is still there. The cramming power, I'm improving. But now, before cramming the things, I go behind the logic of that thing. Then, sir, apart from if I told you about some of the other weaknesses, so the other weakness that I found is my work schedule is very busy. So I'm a person who is kind of overindulged. So in my weekdays, I hardly get time to meet my friends. On the weekends, I definitely take out time to meet my friends, but on the weekdays, I'm not having that much time to meet them, sir. But yes, sir, I definitely take out time to call them during my traveling hours. So I call them, tell them that this is my job is going. That's how. So we'll be meeting on weekends. So this is one of my another weaknesses, sir. Apart from that, if I tell you one of the other weaknesses of me, so sir, I think I can tell you about these 2 weaknesses only, sir, of me.
So that means one is memory and other is no time for friends. I think your friends also might understand that you are not able to give them time. Apart from that, there is only one weakness in you, that is memory. So that means if I just have to forget about this weakness, then maybe I can build a temple in Delhi with the Lord Abhishek as the deity over there, right?
No, sir. Then, sir, if I tell you about other of the weaknesses of me, then I do cooking with my family on weekends. So I'm still learning cooking. So some of the dishes I want to learn, sir, with my help of my mother.
So tell me something related to your quality, like cooking and all. These are all the things which you can learn.
Then, sir, if I tell you other quality related thing, I think, sir, for me, it is a kind of weakness, but my friends don't find it a weakness in me. It is because I'm a bit of a talkative person. Whenever we'll meet, my friends will meet. So our talks gets extended to large hours. We will talk about, we'll find inferences. We are talking something, we will take inference from that topic and we'll start another topic. So that's one of my qualities. I find it a weakness in me, but my friends say that no, we enjoy your talks a lot. So they enjoy it a lot, but I feel that I'm like our time is getting stretched. So this thing I can tell you, sir. Apart from that, sir, I don't see anything else negative in me.
Okay, Abhishek. So it was pleasure talking to you. I've been asking you questions for hour long. So anything that you would like to me, because you should also get a fair chance of asking question.
Thank you for the opportunity, sir. but I don't have any questions to ask from you.
Okay, Abhishek. So all the best. I wish you luck that I see you in uniform very soon. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Have a good day, sir.
Yes, sir.
Done.